For over 130 years, critics had a favorite punchline. To prove Joseph Smith was making it up, they pointed to a single name. This is a 19th century Latin dictionary. Look up almus, and you'll find its feminine form, Alma, meaning kind or nourishing. To the educated in the 1800s, this was strictly a Latin adjective, used almost exclusively for women. Yet in 1829, Joseph Smith dictated a text featuring two prominent male prophets, both named Alma. The critics pounced. Giving a Latin girl's name to an ancient male prophet was seen as an amateur blunder, the signature of a modern forgery. Based on the Western linguistic data available in the 1830s, this skepticism was a reasonable conclusion. The critics were following the facts they had. This supposed Latin error remained a standard talking point in academic religious surveys into the 1950s. But the argument relied on the assumption that Latin was the only linguistic framework that mattered, overlooking the actual language families of the ancient Near East. What happens when we evaluate the text using ancient Semitic data instead of 19th century European assumptions? In the 1950s, scholar Hugh Nibley approached the text through Arabic onomastics, the study of ancient names. This root, ayin, lamed, mim, is highly productive in ancient Arabic and Hebrew. In the Semitic family, this root natively generates masculine personal names meaning young man or sign. Long before the 19th century Latin craze, Alma functioned as a male name in the East. Arabic linguistics provided the first major challenge to the 130-year joke, but the case still lacked physical archaeological proof from a Hebrew context. That changed in 1960. Yigael Yadin, a prominent Israeli archaeologist, led an expedition into the Judean desert. His team excavated the isolated cliffs of Nahal, Hever, searching for artifacts from the 2nd century Bar Kokhba revolt against Rome. Inside a cavern they called the Cave of Letters, Yadin's team recovered a cache of ancient legal documents belonging to Jewish refugees, including a specific property deed. The deed was signed in Hebrew square script by a male witness. His name was Alma ben Yehuda, Alma, son of Judah. The name Joseph Smith was mocked for using in 1829 was an authentic, masculine Jewish name buried in a desert cave for 1,800 years. The artifacts in the Cave of Letters also revealed structural parallels to the Book of Mormon's war chapters. These Roman coins were overstamped by Jewish rebels with liberation slogans like Redemption of Israel, mirroring the title of liberty raised by Captain Moroni in the text. The team also recovered a letter where the rebel commander scolds wealthy subordinates for sitting in comfort while the rest of the nation was at war. This reflects the exchange in Alma chapter 60, where Captain Moroni writes a similar complaint to Pahoran, accusing the ruling class of evading their national duties. The name Alma, the liberation slogans, and the military correspondence all surfaced in the same archaeological context, matching the narrative environment found in the Book of Mormon. Beyond individual artifacts, the story of Alma the Elder fits a specific historical pattern. In the Book of Mormon, Alma flees royal corruption to establish a covert covenant community in the wilderness, initiating members through water immersion. Modern Dead Sea Scroll scholarship identifies this exact pattern: wilderness refuge, strict covenant rules, and ritual immersion as the hallmark of Jewish sectarian communities of that era. Joseph Smith didn't randomly guess a correct ancient name. He embedded it within the historically attested socio-religious behavior of the people who actually used it. Compare the linguistic tools available to an upstate New York farm boy in 1829 against the archaeological reality we possess today. The Arabic name lists were untranslated, and the Judean refugee caves were sealed beneath rock for another 130 years. Is this convergence of a unique name, military customs, and community structure best explained by a lucky guess? The original property deed of Alma ben Yehuda is now on public display at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem. A century of mockery was built on the assumption that we already knew everything. Today, the unyielding proof of Alma's authenticity